Hi, VencoreWeather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Monday, March 6th, a very cold weekend here in the Mid-Atlantic region. Low temperatures early Sunday morning dropped into the upper teens across northern Maryland, the lower teens, southeastern Pennsylvania, interior New Jersey. In fact, some readings as low as 11 or 12 degrees in southeastern Pennsylvania early Sunday morning. It'll turn milder over the next couple of days, perhaps reaching 60 degrees or so Tuesday afternoon and Wednesday. Of course, with that warm-up will come a good chance of some showers anytime from later on tonight through tomorrow night into the early part of Wednesday. Then a couple of cold frontal systems will pass through the region. We'll tend to get progressively colder going into the latter part of the week. Those fronts will kind of set up shop, stall out just to the south of the Mid-Atlantic region, and looks more and more likely that maybe 2 or 3 different disturbances will ride along that frontal boundary zone at the end of the work week, into the weekend, perhaps even into the early part of next week. And there will be some serious cold air just to the north and west, very strong cold high pressure by the weekend just to the north and west. All of this spells potential trouble for the northeastern U.S., perhaps even a significant snow accumulation sometime during this period from late this week into the early part of next week. This happens to be a total snowfall forecast map from last night's 0Z GFS model run. Now, don't take this verbatim. If the GFS total snowfall forecast maps this winter were totally accurate, we probably would have more than 2 or 3 feet of snow by now. However, this raises red flags. Other computer forecast models are also raising flags for a potential significant snow event. This is the forecast for the next 10 days with some incredible amounts. For example, out here, 35 inches of snow in western Pennsylvania, 21 inches just north and east of the Pennsylvania-Maryland border in southeastern Pennsylvania, even in the D.C. metro region, some 3 or 4 inch snowfall amounts. Again, this is the total snowfall map from last night's 0Z GFS model run for the next 10 days from today, March 6th, all the way to March 16th. Certainly don't take this verbatim, but it raises red flags, and again, a lot of computer forecast models are suggesting the possibility of some significant accumulating snow, even as far south as D.C. over the upcoming weekend. We'll kind of focus in on those threats over the next several minutes. Well, I thought the best way to approach this is just walk through last night's 0Z GFS model run for the next several days. This is from tropicaltidbits.com. Again, it's the 0Z GFS model run. As of right now, early this morning, we have cold high pressure sitting right on top of New England, southeastern Canada. Again, it was a very cold weekend here in the northeastern U.S., below normal, and a far cry from the recent real warm conditions we've had in the Mid-Atlantic region over the past couple of weeks. Notice a lot of the isobars here oriented from the southwest to the northeast. Once that high shifts off the coast, milder air on the backside of the high pressure will push into the Mid-Atlantic region. Again, a little bit milder today, noticeably milder on Tuesday and then Wednesday, and then cold frontal systems will come through, one early Wednesday and a secondary front, that's the important one, around Wednesday night. Again, those fronts will set up a boundary zone to our south late in the week and for the weekend, and that boundary zone will act as a conduit for some storm systems to ride right along into the Mid-Atlantic region. Let's just walk through this in 6-hour increments, and we'll get to the wintry threat for the upcoming weekend. This is now by this evening. There'll be some showers already moving into the Ohio Valley. Let's just keep pushing forward. Late tonight, some showers into the I-95 corridor region from D.C. up across southeastern Pennsylvania. And here we go now. This is Tuesday morning. Notice high pressure off the East Coast, southwest flow of air. Again, a little bit milder today, but noticeably milder tomorrow, perhaps 60 degrees in some areas. Unfortunately, that warm-up will be accompanied by some shower activity. Let's just keep moving forward here. Now, this is Tuesday night. A pretty decent band here associated with a cold frontal system of showers Tuesday night. Let's keep moving forward. Most of that moves through now. Here we are Wednesday morning. Showers pulling out Wednesday. Still pretty mild on Wednesday. There'll be a secondary cold front. You kind of see a little bit of a kinkiness in the isobar pattern here over the Great Lakes come Wednesday morning. That's really the secondary cold frontal system that comes through Wednesday night. Again, will be remain quite mild on Wednesday, perhaps windy as well. A lot of tight pressure gradient here setting up over the Great Lakes and into the northeast U.S. Let's now keep moving forward, and here is Wednesday afternoon, a secondary cold front coming into the region, and then here we go Wednesday evening, and now finally by Thursday morning, secondary cold front has come through by this time. We'll turn a little bit colder on Thursday. Again, progressively colder as we move towards the end of the work week. Now let's keep moving forward here, and it starts to get interesting here. This is now Thursday night. Frontal boundary zone starting to set up shop right in this region, right here. Notice up here across south central Canada, signs of a strong high indeed. There's a very strong high pressure system, very cold air dropping into south central Canada by this time. And a little bit of a wave already starting to show up here in terms of snowfall. The blues here represent snowfall. This is now Thursday night. Let's keep moving forward. And that first wave here could very well produce some rain or snow Thursday night, Friday here in the I-95 corridor. Again, this is now the Friday morning forecast map, and last night's GFS indeed has a decent snow across much of Pennsylvania, perhaps not down into D.C., but north of the Mason-Dixon line. Let's keep moving forward. Again, that's riding along a frontal boundary zone. Now notice here, high pressure starting to edge in. Very cold air associated with this high pressure. We are now at Friday afternoon. Very cold air pushing into the Great Lakes region. Spells trouble for the weekend. Let's keep moving forward here. Now here we go by Friday night. High pressure starting to show up here on the surface map, south central Canada. And again, a frontal boundary zone right in this region right here. Wave number one off the coast. Let's now move forward here. Saturday morning by this time, and a significant system starting to form here over the upper Midwest and northern plains. Very cold Arctic highs setting up shop here over the southeastern part of Canada, edging into the northeastern U.S. Let's keep moving forward. Last night's 0Z GFS model run has an all-out snowstorm for parts of the I-95 corridor from Saturday night into Sunday morning. This is the Saturday evening forecast map. Again, strong, cold Arctic high situated up to the north. Low pressure down over the Tennessee Valley. Let's keep moving forward here. Significant snow as of late Saturday night, early Sunday morning, with low pressure driving to the south of the D.C. metro region. That's important. The very cold air anchored up to the north and east with this high pressure here, and low pressure south of the Mason-Dixon line, allowing for cold air to drop all the way down into the Maryland, Virginia, D.C. metro region. Let's now move forward. Sunday morning, low pressure off the mid-Atlantic coastline, snow. And again, this is speculation phase right now, but there are red flags. Other models have a similar scenario here for the upcoming weekend. Once this system passes on by, and here we are Sunday afternoon, could turn very, very cold Sunday night, let's say, and then moving forward here we have another wave early next week, potential. This is all potential at this time, Monday night into early Tuesday, and there we go. That one could have enough warmer air to pull in at least latter part of the storm to produce a possibility of rainfall in some of the area of the Mid-Atlantic region. But a lot of stuff going on here towards the latter part of this week, into the weekend, and the early part of next week. Milder over the next couple of days, but then progressively colder as we progress through this work week. By the end of the week, frontal system, a boundary zone will set up just to our south, and 1, 2, perhaps 3 separate systems could ride along that frontal boundary zone, and wintry precipitation could be the result right here in the I-95 corridor. Stay tuned to VencoreWeather.com over the next several days. A lot of questions to be ironed out at this point, but a lot to monitor. That's it for now. I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.